Our Sunrise Smart Start, an investigation continues after a student in the Rochester City School District was shot on his way to class Wednesday morning.
Police say that teenager, a student at Edison Tech, was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries after being shot on Dewey Avenue. Officers have not yet released the age or name of the victim. Residents in the area say the rise in violence needs to be addressed before more children are put in danger.
Unfortunately, it's a norm in our community, or a reality. Anywhere, it can happen anywhere. There's multiple shootings that happened at corner stores this last week. It was a corner store shooting at 9 o'clock in the morning. There's kids in and out of there. So this has been a norm on Dewey Avenue, and it needs attention.
No suspects are in custody. Anyone with information is being asked to call 911.
President Biden is set to speak from the White House this morning before heading to Europe for a key global climate summit.
Joined by Washington correspondent Rashad Hudson live in D.C. this morning. Rashad, good morning. What will the president include in his address later this morning?
Good morning. We can expect the president to give an update as to where negotiations stand on that large spending bill, his Build Back Better plan that we've been hearing for weeks that a deal is close, and it's been a battle between progressives and moderates. But the president was hoping to have a deal done before he heads off to Europe later today to meet with other world leaders so he could promote the type of climate change actions that he was hoping, but that still remains unclear at this time.
All right, so where exactly do the negotiations stand on the bills currently in Congress?
Well, they're still trying to finalize those details because the latest we've heard is that one of the big components of this legislation is paid family leave. We're hearing as of yesterday that that is being left out of the bill. It originally went down from 12 weeks to 4 weeks. Now it's 0 as it relates to the bill, trying to get West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin, who's considered a moderate, on board has been tough, according to progressives. Another major item that was in the bill that is not going to be in the final version was that free 2-year community college, a campaign promise from the president, as well as that paid family leave.
Then we'll watch closely. Rashad, thank you so much. 19 Republican senators voted for the infrastructure bill back in August. Democrats hold a slim majority in both chambers.
In other news this morning, authorities in New Mexico say they have collected 600 pieces of evidence from the Rust movie set, including the recovered lead projectile fired by Alec Baldwin. Neither the sheriff nor the district attorney are ruling out charges, as they investigate the shooting that left a cinematographer dead and the director of that film wounded.
Waking up on this Thursday to temperatures in the 30s. Oof. It's cold out there.
Yeah, certainly cold.
Get your attention.
I think, I know if you either walk or you run or even definitely on the bike ride, we're talking gloves maybe even, as the chill is in the air. A few spots even in the lower 30s, right around freezing. Maybe some frost even on the windshield if you are heading out within the next 30 minutes. But otherwise, the sun emerges a few minutes after 7:30, and we're loving it. Next 24 hours, we see afternoon highs mid-50s. That might be a little conservative. We could see upper 50s to near 60 for some. Clouds increase ahead of rain showers. We'll have a look at the weekend, the Halloween forecast at the end of the show. Mark, Leah.
All right, James, thank you. Time now for another check of the roads with our Sunrise traffic. Been reporting this, an accident at Monroe-Wake County Line Road at Ridge Road in Webster, and the other accident at this hour on Claremont Street at Fernwood Ave in Rochester. Live look at the thruway shows everything's pretty good there. 390, 490, and 590 all up to speed as well. Well, 3 people have been arrested after an incident at a school board meeting in Hilton.
Yeah, district officials, they say that one person refused multiple times to comply with the state's masking guidelines and was eventually arrested for trespassing. Officials also say before the public portion of that meeting, several people were disruptive. The meeting was then suspended and the auditorium cleared. As a result, 2 other people were arrested for refusing to leave school property. A statement from the district said, in part, quote, "The meeting commenced and was recorded and will be posted to the district website to meet all open meeting law expectations." The New York State Health Department issued an emergency regulation directive August 27th requiring all individuals to wear masks inside school buildings, effective immediately.
Rochester police have identified the man who was found dead inside a car earlier this week. Officials say 44-year-old Rashad Jamal Bird was discovered by a passerby Wednesday on Brown Street. They say Bird's death has been ruled a homicide, the city's 66th of the year. No suspects are in custody.
Attorney General Letitia James announcing the indictment of State Trooper Christopher Baldner on murder charges. It alleges that Baldner, while on patrol on the Thruway in Ulster County, used his police vehicle to ram a car, resulting in the death of 11-year-old Monica Goods. Baldner has been charged with second-degree murder and manslaughter.
A federal judge says a Rochester man facing charges related to the January 6th attack at the U.S. Capitol will remain behind bars. Dominic Pizzola is accused of smashing a window at the Capitol with a riot shield and threatening to kill former Vice President Mike Pence. Attorneys for Pizzola argue conditions in the D.C. jail where he's being held violate basic human rights and prevent their client from privately speaking with his attorneys and reviewing evidence.
New York Attorney General Letitia James is planning to run for governor. This according to the Associated Press, speaking with those close to James. James would enter the race as a candidate for the Democratic nomination just months after issuing a report against Andrew Cuomo in a sexual harassment investigation. James is expected to make an announcement later this week, according to her campaign advisor. The election, of course, coming up next November.
Former Governor Andrew Cuomo criticizing President Biden after a recent report in the New York Times. That report says the paid family leave is likely to be dropped from the president's Build Back Better agenda, as we just heard. When the legislation was first unveiled, its $3.5 trillion price tag prompted objections from moderate Democrats. That has since been trimmed by nearly half to about $1.75 trillion. The former governor responding to the report saying, quote, "Mr. President, my friend, I love you, but the exclusion of paid family leave is a mistake. We enacted it in New York 5 years ago. It works. Sacrificing our priorities will result in nothing but a hollow victory. All Democrats in charge, there are no excuses." Time now for a look at the GRE Morning Business Report. A federal judge has rejected a pilots union request to block a vaccine mandate by Southwest Airlines. The union argued that the rule unlawfully imposed new conditions of employment and the threat of termination for unvaccinated workers. Like other airlines, Southwest instituted the mandate to abide by a Biden administration order for workers to be vaccinated by December 8th.
Well, the earnings parade continues with McDonald's serving up its quarterly report card. The fast food giant says profits toppled $2.1 billion and sales rose $6.2 billion, both better than expected. Sales grew as more people ventured out, the chain giving credit to its new chicken sandwich.
Well, more people planning to attend a live event this year. According to a new Bankrate.com poll, 61% of adults surveyed plan to go to at least one live event or attraction before the year is out. That is more than the first 9 months of the year combined. The outings include things like movies and theaters, amusement parks, festivals, and concerts. All right, here's what's coming up at the water cooler, what folks might be talking about. Tiger King 2 continues the story about Joe Exotic, the former owner of an Oklahoma zoo, who's now in prison for his role in a murder-for-hire plot. The original docuseries introduced millions of Americans to America's most notorious big cat owner. Filmmakers promise the new series digs deeper following Exotic's sudden fame and imprisonment. Tiger King 2 streaming beginning November 17th on Netflix.
You guys watch it?
No, I'm going to have to see Tiger King 1 before I get to Tiger
some
King 2.
catching up to do. So many people watch that.
Yeah, I definitely, I saw it, and your jaw is on the ground pretty much the entire series.
Yeah, I don't think I would have chosen to watch it, but because it was on in the house, I was like, what are you guys watching?
Oh, is that what it was? Okay.
Yes.
You tuned in, yeah, just the most bizarre show you will watch if you do, Mark. Definitely pick a rainy day and check it out. It's worth it.
Remember, I do sunrise every day.
There you go. No, I don't think that's going to be on your list, to be honest with you. But.
All right. Bus stop forecast here. Clear skies, a cold start, temperatures in the 30s. We return home, though, with a really nice afternoon. Best day of the week is today, climbing into the upper 50s. 8-day forecast. Friday, the rain holds off really until the afternoon and evening, then off and on showers throughout Saturday. Here's the good news. It should end by Sunday. I can't completely guarantee a dry day, We'll call it an isolated shower or two for Halloween. Trick-or-treating looks good there, and we certainly turn cooler for November.
We'll be watching your forecast closely. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching News 8 at Sunrise.
Our next update coming up in 30 minutes. CBS Mornings is up next. Have a great day.